Right. Right. Good morning, everyone. Online students, good morning. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Kindly please respond to the chat for me, guys. Online students, please check. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. A very, very good morning, guys. Very, very good morning. So, yes, you can hear me. You can see the screen. All right. Let us start our today's session. So, guys, yes, before starting our today's sessions, as always, let us just try to have a very, very small and a quick recap of the concepts which are covered in our yesterday session. Yesterday we started discussing about, not yesterday, day before yesterday. Day before yesterday onwards, we started discussing about transaction management. Yes, we know basically what is this transaction management. Entire transaction management revolves around one principle, that is do everything or do nothing. So three properties, three things we need to do. First one, disable the auto commit, write the logic, perform the logics, and then write commit or roll back according to your requirements. Do you remember that? We need to use commit or roll back, commit or roll back basing upon our requirements. Where is commit? Yeah, here. Commit or rollback according to our requirements. We already covered that. And when you speak about this transaction management, four properties you need to keep in mind. Acid properties like atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. We already covered that. So is it completed, guys, for everyone? Done? Respond. Okay. Now we'll deal with one more completely a separate concept. Okay. So for example, let me just try to keep it like this. Okay. Now here, let us consider that. Just a second. Okay. Let us consider we are having a database. Okay. One more. Just a database like this. Okay. Now there is one connection object. There is one connection object available here. Okay. Now, for example, just please give me a minute time here. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. Like this. Now, please give me a second. Okay. I guess you went for, please close the laptops. Close, close, close. Close. You can check that later. I guess everyone went here for DMart or else any kind of shopping malls. We went there. For example, these are all the people who are actually in DMart. Let us imagine you are one of them. You went to bill. You want to pay the bill. You shopped some items and you want to pay the bill. There is only one counter. There is only one counter. Okay, one cash counter. So what is happening here? All these people are supposed to get the same counter. Yes or no? Tell me. Generally, if there is, okay, 5 to 6 people, fine, we will wait. What if there are 100 people are there, and for all those 100 people, there is only one counter? Immediately a small fight will start. Yes or no? So basically, here the problem is there is only one counter, there is only one cash counter, and there are multiple customers are waiting to access that counter. That is the reason we are having the problem. Now, let us imagine the same scenario in our database. Okay. From the database, we are having one connection object, and there are multiple users waiting to access the same connection object. Obviously, you will be getting, exceptions or else errors will be there. Denial of service attacks will be coming. Denial of service attacks will be coming. Means there is only one connection, and multiple users are trying to access that. These kind of problems you will be facing whenever there is this Amazon Great Indian Festival, or else big billion sales will be there. E-commerce websites, guys, multiple people, almost most of the people are trying to access the server at the same time. Obviously, server cannot handle. Obviously, only few people. Are why you are going for Amazon Big Billion Days? IRCTC Tatkal ticket opening timing. What is the Tatkal ticket opening timing? 11 o'clock. 10, 10 or 11, 10 Tatkal. Okay, let's go with the 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, try to open your IRCTC website. Why you'll not be able to open? Yes or no? You will be getting some errors. What is the problem? There is only one server and multiple people are trying to access it. Server burden is more. I mean, burden is more on the server. Obviously, denial of service will be coming. I hope you are understanding the point here. In order to avoid this, what happens, online students, are you following me? If possible, please try to respond to the chat, guys. Online students, did you understand my scenario? What is the scenario I'm trying to say? Did you got it? Right. In order to avoid this kind of problem, what I want to do, uh, let us just try to keep all these requests aside. Now, I'm going to create a pool. You know what? Let me just one, two, just a second, two, three, some connection objects I'm creating. Some connection objects I'm creating, and I'm going to keep all these connection objects like this in a pool. This is actually known as connection pool. You know what? It's okay, no problem. Let me try to keep it like this. This is actually known as CONNECN, connection pool. So in this connection pool, what will be there, in this connection pool, there will be a set of pre-established connection objects. One more time, one more time. In this connection pool, there will be a set of pre-established connection objects. Already I created a connection. Already I created a connection. Come on, guys. Are you following me? And all these connection objects are ready to be used. So whenever a person, or else whenever a client is, yes, set of pre-established connections, whenever a client is requesting a connection object, what I'll be doing, from this connection pool, I will assign a connection object to that particular user. Once that user work is completed, again the same connection object will be coming back to the connection pool. User will be accessing that connection object. He will do his work, his operations he will complete. And once it's done, again that connection object will be returned. For example, you'll go to DMart, okay, cash counter, okay, you will go to cash counter, you will pay the bill. Once your work is done, the same cash counter can be used by others, na? Same scenario. A user will be requesting a connection object. Yes, I'll be giving a connection object to the user. Once his work is completed, again it will be returned back to the connection pool. This particular concept is known as connection pooling. Just like in core Java, there is this concept known as thread pool. Did you remember thread pool? In thread pool also we kept a set of pre-established threads and we'll be able to give the threads. You remember that? By using executor framework? No? Yes or no? Executor framework, na? Gone? I'll just a second. When we discussed about multi-threading, where it is, I lost that image. Please give me a minute. I guess something like this. I mean, do you remember this? No one? You remember this? Like thread pool. On the day I told you, thread pool executor framework. One person will be going to Shamshabad, Kondapur, Madhapur, like that. I told you. Do you remember? Same scenario. Exactly same scenario. Just like thread pool, this is which pool? Just let me try to hang on. Okay, you know what? Let me remove this. This is connection pool. CONNECTION connection pool. So basically, inside this connection pool, what we will be having? We will be having a set of pre-established connection objects. If a user is requesting a connection object, we'll be trying to provide that connection object to the user. Once the user work is done, again we'll be giving back. I mean, again that connection object will be getting back to the connection pool. That's it, not more than that. Okay, this is just, let us go like, this is our database. Now, this particular concept is known as connection pooling. In order to work with this connection pooling, we need to have an idea about 5 steps. Just a second. Let me try to, okay. We need to have an idea about 5 step. Step one, initialization. What is step one? Initialization. Initialization means we need to initialize all the connection objects. Step two, acquisition. Acquisition means if a user wants a connection object, user should be able to acquire the connection object from the connection pool. Are you getting me? That is acquisition. After that, usage. User will be using that connection object according to his requirements. We don't mind. Once that user work is done, he is supposed to return the connection object. That is returning the connection object. Once everything is done, we will be trying to wind up with our connection pool. That is nothing known as, simply known as invalidation. As simple as this connection pool. We'll do one thing. First, let us try to write this connection pooling in code. Then we'll try to write this in notes. What do you say? Is that okay? Okay, let's feel free to open your laptops, please. Open your laptops. Go ahead. Pranita, invalidation means termination, closing the connections. Okay, so yesterday, what is our program number? 10. Let's try to create one more class with 11. Right click, go to new, select class. Now here, JDBC and scroll pro 11, finish. Okay. Now I want you to create one more class known as connection pool. The class name itself is CONNECTON, connection pool. Two classes. Okay, we'll discuss about this JDBC Pro 11 later. First, let us try to concentrate on connection pool. It's a class name, literally class name, normal class, just normal user defined class. Now, inside this connection pool, what I want to do, let me just try to take private. Okay, now here, I'm not going to take all this. Let me do one thing. Private driver and username and password, just like this. Okay, private variables. How many private variables I've taken? 4 private variables I've taken. Let me try to take a parameterized constructor. Just parameterized constructor. Okay, just like this. For initialization, Aditi, please remind me by the end of the session. Okay, I'll show you. End of the session. First, go with the code, please. Okay, parameterizer constructor. After that, all right, guys, uh, you know what? Please listen. Please listen. Right now, according to my requirement, I need to use a collection class. Collection class. And that collection class, you know what? For example, you are using a cash counter at DMart. You went to DMart and currently you are at the cash counter. You are paying the bill. Please listen to me. You are paying the bill. Can someone else come and use the same cash counter? You are paying the bill. Your bill is currently going on. Can someone else come and use the same cash counter? Tell me yes or no. No. Now, imagine you are a thread. You are a thread. You are already accessing the cash counter. Another person cannot come and access it. What is that concept known as? Say loudly. Absolutely. Synchronization. Do you remember that? Now, I want you to give me a collection class where it should be synchronized by default. Listen, collection class. I want a collection class It should be synchronized by default and it should accept duplicates where insertion order should be maintained. Tell me a collection class that is vector. Can I go with vector? Vector? Yes. Come on, Ra. Now I'm going to take, please wait, don't code, please wait. I'm going to take a collection class that is new VCTOR, VCTOR vector, okay, equal to V belongs to, just a second, V belongs to vector. And here I'm going to use the generic that is a connection. I'm using connection reference. Okay. So here also I'm going to use exactly the same. So basically, what is my intention right now? My intention is I will create connection objects and I will pass those connection objects into my vector. Collection class, ra? Collections will accept objects, na? Right now, what I want to create, I want to create, I want to create multiple objects of this connection. And I should save somewhere, na? Where I will save these, I'm going to save all these inside vector. Did you understand this? Start. Go ahead. So take a vector, please. Now I'm going to take a method, void. Let me just try to take the method name as initialization, void con underscore initialization. Method name is initialization. After that, system.out.println syso. Let us try to initialize, creating, let me hang on, creating, creating 5 CONNEC connection objects. I want to create, as of now, I want to create 5 connection objects. Okay. So as of now, starting connection pool is empty. SYSO. I'm just CONNECT. Connection pool is empty. Empty. Now I want to create 5 objects of connection reference. CATCH catch, and here EXEPTION exception E dot print stack trace method. After that, this class dot for name. I'm going to give the driver. After that, driver driver manager dot get connection URL, username, password, and its reference is equal to con belongs to connection object, belongs to connection object. Now what I'm going to do, v dot add, add element. Let me go like add element connection object. Okay, so right now I'm just trying to add this. Okay, you know what, I want to write these, how many objects I want to create? 5. So while v dot size is less than 5, then I'll be trying to create 5 objects. Starting, Nana, capacity is different, size is different. What is the default capacity for vector? Hey, what is the default capacity for vector? 10. Default capacity for vector is 10. Now, starting, what would be the size starting? Starting, what is the size of my vector? Am I having any elements? No. So it will be 0. 0 less than 5, condition is true. Enter into the while loop. After adding the element, again coming here. Now the size will be 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes? Yes or no? So how many elements I will be able to add? 5 connection objects I'll be able to add into my vector. Am I clear with this? Come on, good. My intention is I want to create 5 objects. SYSO 5 zero connection objects are just, let me try to, are present in the pool. 5 connection objects are present in the pool. Okay. This is initialization. After that, next method is acquisition. Let me acquisition. Sure. Void con underscore acquisition. In acquisition, what we need to do, if a user is requesting, we need to pass the object which is present in our vector to the user. So we need to give. Okay, we'll do one thing. Let me just try to connection. Okay. I'll explain. First, write the code. I'll explain. First, write connection. We need to return. And if you want to return, obviously we need to get the object from the vector. Okay. From the vector. Of course, we'll be able to get it. And after assigning the connection object, we need to remove that connection object. Why we need to remove? Satyarayana, acquisition means getting the data, getting the object. For example, if government is trying to perform any, if it's government is trying to build any bridge or else any dam, they will do something known as land acquisition. Land acquisition means they will trying to acquire the land. Like that, right now we are trying to get the connection object from our vector. Got it? Now here system.out.println assigning ASSIG, assigning the connection object. Okay. Assigning the connection object. Now after that, let me try to get v dot element element at the 0th index position. Now equal to con belongs to connection. Okay. And retur and return con. I'm returning the object. As a matter of fact, I need to remove that object also. So v dot remove 0. So why you are removing? I'll explain. First write the code. Please first write the code. I'll explain you. First write it. I'll explain. And after that, return. Okay, void con underscore return return, and it should be a parameterized method, and that parameter is connection object. Let me go like con. Okay. Is this complete for everyone? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Please write. Please write this first. After that, I'll go with return method. First, write. Mahesh, you want me to scroll to the top? Leave some space, Mahesh. Please leave some space and continue with the method, please. Okay. Others, they're waiting, no? Sir, Sushant, please explain line number 38 to 50. I'll explain, Sushant. First, write the code. My intention is first write the code. I did not explain anything. Wait for it. Okay? First, write the code. After that, I'll explain. I want you to first write. So, is it done? Can I go with return method? Okay. So, here, system.out.println, RET, you are returning a C1 and ACDM connection object. Now, whatever the object which is we are getting here, that object again we dot add element con. I'm just trying to add that same object to my vector, and just let me try to use for each loop to print all the data. That's it, like this. Yeah, Sunita, that is good. I will wait. Okay, is it done for everyone? I'm going to show you right from the beginning. Feel free to check it once if you miss anything. Take time, no worries. Feel free to check. If you observe, I did not give any variable values. Variable values in sense driver, URL, username, password. I did not give in the same class. So check that clearly, please. Write it clearly. I did not give variable values here. I just declared variables. How many variables I declared? Four. One, two, three, four. That's it. Check that clearly. Take time. No worries. Sure. Please. Please. Absolutely okay. Take time. No worries. I want everyone to complete this. Everyone. Okay. Is it done? Is it done? Last. Please. Please, please, please. Okay. Now coming to our program. That is JDBC Pro 11. Inside this, inside this program, let me try to take my variables again. I am taking my variables. Now I want to create an object for this class. I want to create an object for my connection pool class. So if you observe in this connection pool class, there is a parameterizer constructor. So obviously we need to initialize a class object with the available constructors which were present in our program. For example, if I want to create an object for this class here, let me go like new, just like this, equal to C P belongs to connection pool. Now tell me, if I remove this line from the comment, am I going to get any error? Guys, if I remove line number 10 from the comment, am I going to get any error? Black shirt, what is the question? Say loudly. What is saying? Say loudly, Ra. Speak loudly. What is the question? Why? You are not present in the class? Move. Please concentrate. Again, again. Tell me. If I remove line number 10 from the comment, am I going to get any error? Yes or no? Core Java. Why? In our connection pool class, we are having a parameterized constructor. You know that in our Java program, if we are having a parameterized constructor, compiler will not provide any default constructor. Default constructor will be provided only if there are no constructors present in our program. Already we are having a parameterized constructor. So we need to initialize the class object with the available constructors which were present in this program. Which key point? Absolutely. Do you remember when I discussed about constructors on that day I told you this third key point very frequently you will be using that. Third key point. Anyways, so we need to pass the parameter. Sure. What is the first parameter? Driver. Okay. I'm going to pass driver. After that, DB URL. After that, DB, what is that? Username. After that, DB password. So basically, whatever the values which I am giving here, these values will be assigned to our private variables. Did you understand this line of code? No, please tell me yes or no. This is also one kind of encapsulation. This is also one kind of encapsulation. You know this, right? Okay. Now, after that, let me, online students, if possible, please respond. Did you understand this point? If possible, please respond to the chat, guys. Am I clear with this? In line number 10, we are creating an object for our connection pool class. And as this connection pool class is having a parameterizer constructor, we are initializing those values from this program, right? Okay. Now let us try to create a method. Void method one. Sorry, not that. Here. What is that? Void method one. Just simply like this. Now system.out.println calling CA, just a second. CALLING. Calling, I need to call a method. Initialization method. Okay. Calling initialization method. Okay. You know that this method is present in connection pool class. In order to call that method, we need to have this class object. We are already having that. So simply cp dot con dot initialization. Let us just try to execute this. Let me go to my main method. Okay. Now new JDBC Pro 11 dot, let me just try to go like method one. Right click, run as Java application. Okay, let me save everything. Okay, calling con dot initialization, creating 5 connection objects. Just a second. 5 CONN. creating 5 connection objects, starting the connection pool is empty. After that, okay, guys, I want you to stop coding. Close your laptops, please. First listen. First listen. Okay. Starting connection pool is empty, and all these are my 5 connection objects which I have created here. Let me just CONN. Okay. Now, again, again, I'm trying to explain this. Listen to this clearly. First, we want to create a connection pool. Connection pool. Inside a connection pool, inside a connection pool, what we will be having? We will be having a group of pre-established connections. So my first target is I need to create a group of connection objects. Whenever I say group of objects, the very first concept which I should be getting in our mind is collections. Collections. Collection framework. Collections will accept a group of objects. Huh? Yes. Now, when you're speaking about collection classes, there are a lot of collection classes are there, but I do have a preference. My collection class should be synchronized. Why it should be synchronized? Why? Because if one user is using a connection object, the same object should not be assigned to the other user. Means other users should not be able to access that. So my collection class should be synchronized. Whenever we are speaking about synchronizer concept, the very first collection class coming into our mind is vector. Vector. Sir, hash table is also there. No, when you're speaking about a hash table, that is key and value. I don't have 2 objects. Right? I just want to store only one object. That is collection object. I mean, connection object. Are you following me? So that is the reason first what I took a vector. I took a vector. Okay. And my vector is accepting only connection objects. Generics, you already know that. Now, I took private variables. I did not assign any values for these private variables. And I used constructor. You know that constructor is used to provide values for the instance variables. By using constructor, there are 2 uses are there for constructor. First use is constructor is used to initialize a class object. Second one is constructor is used to provide values for the instance variables. So I took these variables as local variable names are exactly same with the instance variable names. I'm using this keyword to resolve that ambiguity. Whatever the values this driver is having, I am assigning to my instance variable. Whatever the value this URL is having, DB URL, I am assigning to DB URL. Sir, why we are giving like this? Why can't we directly give here? We can give, but this is another way, more secure way. You need to respond wrong. Okay. All right. So this is by using constructor, I am trying to provide values for my instance variables. Up to now, is it clear? Come on. Now, from this moment onwards, guys, please listen. From this moment onwards, I want you to please be super active. This is a little bit crucial moment. Okay. Please be super active. Now, what I'm trying to do, I'm creating a method, initialization method, connection initialization method, just a method name. In this method, if I call that method, my intention is I need to create 5 connection objects. What is the method name? Con initialization. My intention is inside that method, how many connection objects I want to create? 5 connection objects I want to create, and all these 5 connection objects I want to add them into my vector. Vector allows objects, na? That is my intention. That method intention is like that. So what I did, creating 5 connection objects, first starting connection pool is empty. When I say connection pool, When I say connection pool, you need to remember the vector. Hey, come on, right? Vector. Starting right now, how many connection objects are present here? No connection, literally zero. Yes or no? So that is the reason I wrote connection pool is empty. Now I'm trying to get the size of my vector. Size of my vector. If the size is less than 5, size is less than 5, then the entire code should be getting executed again and again and again. Starting the size is 0. Starting the size is 0. Now, after that, inside the try block, you know what is happening here. What is happening here? Loading the driver. You know what is happening in line number 29. What is happening here? Creating the connection. And what is happening in line number 30? We already created a connection object. That object I am adding into my vector by using this add element method. That is literally the method which is present in vector. Add element. Okay. How many objects I added? One. Right now, one. Okay. Done. Now again coming here. What is the size right now? Please tell me, Ra. One. One less than 5. Condition is enter into the loop. Again, one more object will be getting created. Yes, completely separate object. So right now, how many objects are there? 2. Again coming here, size is 2. 2 less than 5. Like that 3, 4. So totally how many objects will be getting created in my vector? Please tell me totally how many objects will be getting created? 5 objects. Once 5, remember index position starts with 0. Index position starts with 0. Remember that. Yes or no? Now, after creating 5 objects, the size, the condition will be false. This loop will be getting terminated. And by using for each method, for each loop, by using for each loop, I am just trying to print all those 5 objects. Am I clear with that? And after that, 5 connection objects are present in the pool. I just want to print it. That's it, not more than that. Now here, coming to our program, okay, method 1. Now here I took all my private variables. In line number 10, I am trying to create an object for my class. Which class? Connection pool. As there is a parameterizer constructor, I need to pass all the parameters. So obviously right now, this driver will be stored in this driver, URL will be stored in this URL. Is it clear for everyone? After that, one more completely a new method. Now inside this method, calling initialization. I'm trying to initialize the connection pool. Initialize the connection pool. Okay, I'm just trying to call this method. Whenever we are calling the method, first what will be happening? Creating 5 connection objects. First starting connection pool is empty. After that, we are adding 5 connection objects into our vector and we are printing all those 5 objects. And finally, our output will be, just please tell me, 5 connection objects are present in the pool. Am I clear with this? Right now, my connection pool is ready. With how many objects? 5 objects. Okay. Starting initialization done. Initialization done. Right now, how many connection objects are available? 5. Now, I want to use acquisition. I should acquire the connection object. So, what I am trying to do, let us consider that this is system.out.println. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep it like this. This I'm speaking about US here, user 1. Let us think that user 1 wants to, listen, please listen. Let us consider that user 1 wants to get an object from my connection pool. So in order to get that, I need to call a method. What is that method? Acquisition. Acquisition. Now, if you observe, the return type is connection. So if I'm writing CP, you know what? Just let me try to keep it like this. CP dot con dot acquisition. Tell me what is its return type connection object. Let me just try to write like this. Am I clear with this? Please tell me that. Now, user is requesting a connection object that is actually returned. That's actually returned. Now, let me get back here. Assigning the connection object. Okay. Assigning the connection object. Now, which object we are assigning? We are assigning the element which is present at the 0th index position. Means, for example, let us consider these are all the objects which were available. Just a second, please give me a minute. Okay. Now let us consider that these are all the connection objects which were currently available in our vector. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all the objects. Now, which object we are trying to assign? Please tell me which object we are trying to assign 0th index position. Means which object we are trying to assign? First object. Now, this first object, hang on. Now, this first object will be assigned to, user one. User one will be trying to use this first object. Respond. Whenever we are assigning the first object to the user, the same object should not be assigned to any other user. Na? That is the reason what I am doing here, removing that object from the connection pool. Did you understand that? Please respond. For example, again, right now here we are having these many connection objects. Now I want to assign this connection object to this user. So what I should do? I should completely remove that connection object from the connection pool. Yes or no? If it is there, other users can also access. Na? Online students, please respond. Did you understand my logic? Online students, if possible. Yeah. Pranita, absolutely. We are literally removing that connection object from the connection pool. When I say connection pool, that is nothing but vector or vector. Yes or no? So that is the reason I wrote this v dot remove. Removed. And after that, I am assigning that object here. So right now, let me try to check the size. I want to check the size. Okay. System.out.println size of the pool. Size of the pool. When I say pool, which pool? Connection pool. Plus cp.v.size. Can you, okay, you know what? Before this, I want to check the pool size one more time. Now, again, I want to check. Now, tell me what will be my output here? 5. What will be my output here? Come on. Right click, run as Java application. Starting, the size is 5. Currently, the size is 4. Why 4? We assign one object. I hope you understand the point. Exactly the same scenario. This is for first user. Okay, hang on. Let me try to keep it like this. This is for first user. And what if I am writing for user 2 for user 3? This is user 2. This is user 3. Different objects. Now tell me what is my output here. I check correctly. Check at line number 22. Line number 22. 4. Here, 3. Here, right click, run as Java application. Let me just try to check with that. For user 1, we already assigned an object. After assigning, it is 4. For user 2, one more object assigned, 3. For user 3, one more object assigned. Still remaining connection objects are 2. We'll do one thing. Instead of size, I'm going to write REMAIN, remaining connection objects. I guess this is better. Remaining connection objects. Right click, run as Java application. Starting, there are 5. For user 1, after assigning 4, 2, 3, 2. Am I clear with this? Now, user 1 work is completed. User 1 work is completed. After completing the work of the user 1, what user 1 should do? He should return the object now. So that is the reason I wrote this return method. Con underscore return. And it is a parameterized method. How many parameters? 1. Type connection object. So basically, whenever we are calling this method, we need to return that object. Na? Whatever that object we are returning, we are simply adding that element to connection pool. That is nothing but our vector. Did you understand my logic here? So simply, okay, you know what? I'm going to write first CP dot, I'm going to con return. Let me first try to return the first object. I'm trying to return the first object. Okay. Now here, just system.out.println, just a small differentiation line. Let's see. Right click, run as Java application. I'm returning the connection object. Okay. Now, if you observe, guys, please listen clearly. These are all the starting objects. Yes or no? Come on. In all these objects, first we are assigning this object. Please check the last numbers. Please check the last numbers, last 3 numbers. 619. Are yes or no, ra? This object we are assigning to user 1. User 1. The same object is returned by the user 1. And again, if you are trying to print, can you see this? The same object is returned now. I hope you are understanding the point here. Now, let's try to go with the cp dot con underscore return con2. And again, I'm going to return con3 also. All the 3 objects I'm returning. Now, let's see. Right click, run as Java application. Starting, these are, okay, 619. After that, B, E, A. Yes. Yes. After that, again, I am trying to return this FDE. FDE should be the third object. How awesome this concept is. This is actually known as connection pooling. We'll be trying to create a set of pre-established connections. We'll assign the connection object to the user. Once the user execution is completed, user will return the object. Again, that connection object will be adding it into our pool. That is our vector. Got it? Please. Please. But honestly speaking, guys, you tell me, in order to understand this program correctly, which concepts you need to have an idea? Core Java. To be precise, collection framework. Okay, come on, go ahead. Shruti, these are the released objects? Yes, Amma. These are the once our work is completed, we will release the object. Na? Yes. Now, Aditi sir, why we are not returning after every acquisition? See, Aditi, acquisition means we will acquire the object. Here we are acquiring the object. There user will perform some operations. Na? So once the user work is done, he will be trying to release. You can release this here also, no problem. I wrote like this so that we'll be able to understand. And Aditi, kindly please have some patience whenever you are asking the question. It's not like immediately I'll be able to answer it, right? Have some patience. It's okay. Please don't be, but have some patience. That's what. Okay. And Satyarana, in real time also limited or not. Satyarana, honestly speaking, in real time, we'll not be using like this. We'll be using framework. There is a separate framework known as Hibernate. Currently, that Hibernate is actually also, we can do that by using Spring. So in real time, that would be something different, buddy. Okay. Yeah. Come on, please have this. Go ahead. Adi, yeah, obviously, Adi, those are the default implementation for two-string method. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And you know the two-string method is present in object class now? One more time, I'm saying you need to write the code in advanced Java, keeping the output in mind. Remember that. For example, all these methods I wrote keeping what I want, what I need to do. So imagination. Is it done? How many of you done? Oh, nice. 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I'll ask you to stop the code. You need to write the notes. – 4 minutes. Online students, if completed, kindly please message me in the chat, guys. Okay, I guess it's complete for everyone. Anyone want to take a pic? If you want to take a pic, feel free to take a pic. Go ahead. Shall I scroll? That's it. Entire code. JDBC Pro 11 is exact like that only. No need to change anything here. This is only a little bit lengthy code. That's it. All right. Okay. Please close your laptops and I want you to have this in your notes right now. Go ahead. Close your laptops, guys. Please close. 3 points and this simple flowchart in your notes right now. As it is. Go ahead. Please write. Close the laptops and write this in your notes. Go ahead. Online students, if completed, kindly please message me. So how many days got completed advanced Java? Anyone is counting? This is day. Anyone is counting? Day 15, day 20, like that. 20? 14. 14 only. Anyone is counting online students? 15. Some people are saying 15. 13. No, I think it's above 14. And did you remember how many days I told you for JDBC? 20 to 25 days below. And most probably in another 5 days, I'm guessing we'll be winding up with a JDBC below 5 days. And after that, we will start with actual advanced Java. JDBC is just a simple extended version of our core Java. What is new here? Only connection objects, that's it. And you already know how to do that. But servlets, that is something different. So next week, 100%, next week we'll start with servlets. 100%. And obviously, when once we started with servlet, we need to install a server, Apache Tomcat server. I'll let you know how to do that. Once we started with servlet programming, we will not use main method. Yeah, Osman, that is good. Yeah, Mahesh. Is it done? All right. Dot. That's it, guys. That's it for today. That's it for today. We'll be trying to continue our sessions again by tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Online students, I guess you enjoyed our today's sessions. If possible, can you please try to respond in the chat, guys? Aditi, yesterday's code, Amma. Just a second. Please check with this. Go ahead, Aditi. Feel free to take a screenshot. That's it. That's the entire code yesterday. Right? Okay, Amma. See you guys. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Just a second. Tell me, you want a stress code? Sure. Why? You did not came yesterday? Oh, what happened? Okay. Hmm. Hmm. We'll see. Take a screenshot.